Everyone, and welcome to the Gibraltar Investment Group Stock Market Weekly Wrap Up. I'm your host, Dr. BJ Love, and I'll be bringing you this week's update for December 29, 2024. Here at Gibraltar, we use time tested methods and indicators that helps us to navigate these markets with clarity, confidence, and calmness. Holiday hangover. Major averages struggle with rising rates. Stocks battled higher interest rates during the short holiday period, but the major averages were able to close higher off of a strong rally on Christmas Eve. Investors hoping for a Santa Claus rally, however, were scratching their heads after a tumble on Friday. Now, a Santa Claus rally covers the last 5 days of the year and includes the first 2 days of the new year. Interest rates hit a 7-month high on Friday, landing at 4.62%. Crude oil prices ticked up higher on rising tensions in the Middle East, finishing at $70.22 a barrel. The U.S. dollar index remains solid, sitting at 108, its highest level since October 2022, and having its best year since 2015. Now, as the dollar and the interest rates increase, the stock market usually trades in the inverse. So the major averages ended the period with a Dow Jones Industrial Average snapping a 3-week losing streak. Next week is another short holiday week with the NASDAQ, with the New York Stock Exchange, closed on New Year's Day. Now, for the period, the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 152 points and settled at 42,992. The S&P 500 tacked on 40 points and closed at 5,971. The NASDAQ gained 149 points, finishing at 19,722, while the small cap Russell 2000 rose 2 points and settled at 2,245. Now the VIX jumped a 1.22 points and closed at 1595. As you know, as we reiterate every recorded version of this podcast, that as long as our VIX is below 20, that threshold of 20, we preach that year in and year out, and it has proven to be a very good indicator that the markets tend to grind higher, and that's what we have been seeing over the past year. Now, crude oil prices, as I forestated, rose 60 cents and closed at $70.22 a barrel. Gold prices lost $21.80 and finished at $2,632.20 an ounce. Bitcoin closed the session at 94,580. Now for the market outlook, the technical condition of the market is mixed. Underlying market breadth, the heartbeat of the market, has been negative for several weeks and remains weak. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at these long-term charts, which is our barometer for taking note of the long-term trend of the market. As you can see, if you've been with us for a while, we have our pre-programmed background scenarios that are color-coded. And if we are in the green, we are in a long-term uptrend. We may have a short-term pullback, but we have a long-term uptrend. Remember, long-term trends dominate. Short-term trends fluctuate. So we're going to look at the long-term trend right here and right now on the stock on the S&P 500. And as you can see, we've been in a green background since about April of 2023, and we've just been up. Yes, we have had fluctuations and we have rolls, and then we have dips, and then we have rolls, and then we have dip, and then we have rolls. But however, our long-term trend, which is our threshold right here, our 40-week um, moving average, is been moving up, 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 and the price has remained above it. So we continue to be bullish in this market according to the S&P 500, and we also have our confirming indicator, our MACD, that is also bullish. Moving on now from the S&P 500 to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and you can see similar background. We have been green since November of 2023. Oh my God, this is over a year. Again, you can see that the price, this is each one of these bars represents 1 week of price action, and it goes up, comes down for a couple of weeks, goes up, comes down for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, goes up, comes down, and then it touches that rising moving average. And usually when that happens, when a price touches a rising moving average, it usually bounces and continues up. And as you can see, it's just been up, 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 even though we've had those short-term pullbacks. It looks like it is right at a top right now, according to our MACD. And we'll just wait, watch, and see what emerges from this MACD turning negative, and to see if our prices will continue to somewhat decline. But overall, green background, long-term, Dow Jones Industrial Average is in a bull market. Okay, now moving on to the NASDAQ Composite. We can see we've had a green background, which is our pre-program configuration. As long as that background is green, we are in a long-term uptrend. So since April of 2023, we've been in a long-term uptrend, even though we've had some minor pullbacks. Uptrend, minor pullback, uptrend, minor pullback, uptrend, minor pullback. As you can see, the 40-week moving average has been continually moving up, and the price has been above it. That is our mantra. That is our motto. When we have long-term trend up, we continue to stay confident and calm and clear about the trend of the market. Okay, now moving on to the Russell 2000, which is much more volatile. You have much more higher and lower swings in these small cap stocks. So since December of 2023, we have been in an uptrend, and you can see many weeks we've been down. Each one of these price bars represents 1 week, and it came down and touched our rising moving average, bounced off of it and moved up. We had a wild swing here, touched our rising moving average and continued to move up. And similarly here on in November, rising moving average, it touched it and continued to move up. We had a big bar move up here, a big bar move down here, a big up move right here, and now for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks we have been moving down. However, the price bars have been above a rising moving average. Remember, long-term trends dominate, short-term trends fluctuate. So we are still in the major averages in a long-term dominant upward trend. So now let's see what we have invested in this uptrended market. Okay, we're going to move on now to our what we call our triple screen, and it shows us weekly, daily, and half a day. We can look at what we have talked about in the introduction. We can look at gold, and we can see on a weekly basis, a long-term basis, that gold is still in an uptrend, even though it has been falling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 9 weeks or so. It has been falling. Our relative strength has remained intact. However, this is just a short-term pullback on gold. We still are in a long-term uptrend. Let's take a look at silver. Now, silver is a different story. We can see where it has been going down for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. And now this is a serious crossover here. We're losing relative strength here, which is one of the major indicators that we use to gauge the strength of a particular ETF or stock. And it has fallen below our rising moving average. Now, my rising moving average is green. Now, when it turns yellow, it says it's flat. And now we are below that moving average, and the price is showing that it is going to continue to fall. So we will wait, watch, and see how that plays out. Okay, what else are we looking at? Bitcoin. Did we mention Bitcoin? Yes, Bitcoin had been rising. It got all the way up to 10,809. What's that? No, 108,960. Now it is showing a sign of that this has been a top, and we can see that indicated by our Fisher transform. That is one of our major indicators that shows us market direction in the long term. Even though the price is above a rising moving average, our Fisher transform shows us that this rise has paused, right, and has come to an end until we see that Fisher transform go positive again. Then we'll be confident that the Bitcoin space has continued its moving average. We love the relative strength, so we just wait, watch, and see. Now, one of the major ETFs that we like when Bitcoin is moving is BTF, right? And it looks like it has taken a major hit this week. Remember, these are 1 week bars. Now, over the last week, it has shown very strong sign that it has reversed. It was at 26. Now it's resting at 14. And that is a really major concern in the Bitcoin space, because this is foretelling what may be coming in the future. So we'll wait, watch, and see what's going on with it. So now, what do we have invested into this bull market? We have ET. This is our energy stock. Even though energy is out of favor, ET has been on a roll. It pays us a 8% dividend. Yes, it's showing a top right now, but we've been buying this particular stock since it was $7-8, and now it's at 20. So we're feeling good about ET right now. Now, in the technology space, we have, or the AI space, we have AIO. AIO has been on a tear as well since September. And as you can see, each one of these price bars represents 1 week. So every week it's been moving up. These price bars above our rising moving average, but our leading indicator, the transformer, the Fisher transform, is letting us know that right now it is in a top. It is not time to add to our position. We will just hold our present position and wait, watch, and see when we can have a opportunity to add to our position. Relative strength is very strong. Right. So what do we have next in the communication space is DALN. DALN. Right. Moving strong. $7 stock pays us a 9% dividend. So we're going to go with that. What do we have on the watch list? On the watch list, we have a stock called TRTX. Nope, let's go back. TRTX. TRTX. There you go. We see it kind of rescinding a little bit. So those are the 3 stocks that we have money invested into right now. We're sitting on the sidelines and we're waiting for a buy signal on TRTX. So With that said, every day and every way we get better and better. Every day and every way we grow more prosperous, successful, and victorious. And God loves continue to